Welcome to Kelly's Tech Lounge, the podcast where I help children's activity providers simplify the tech, master their marketing, and build a business that fits around family life. On this week's episode of Kelly's Tech Lounge, I'm going to be talking about why scheduling social media posts is an essential part of your business and not just a nice to have. With the summer holidays approaching fast, you'll be wanting to take a well-earned break, or you may even be full on with holiday clubs and not have time to think about your social media. That's why it's important to start thinking about it now and scheduling your posts. I know this because I've been there. When I was running classes, I used to take a break in the summer, and one of the things I'd take a break from was actually being consistent with my social media. And what happened was, in September, when I came back, my classes were quiet. I used to tell myself the same excuses. Oh, it's because people have been on holiday and they've not thought about booking classes, or they've spent all their money through the summer, so now it's just a really tough time and people aren't booking. But actually, it's really important to try and stay visible and consistent during the summer to get those classes nice and full. So what I did was I changed the way I approached the summer. I'd put on special offers prior to the summer holidays to get people to book in for September, so that my classes were not empty before we even started the holidays. And then I used to have a social media plan and actually have posts scheduled throughout the full 6 weeks to make sure that I stayed visible even when I was taking a break. So today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some hints and tips of how you can do this and some systems that will help as well. So first of all, it's talking about posting across multiple platforms. Now, most people will understand that you can link Facebook and Instagram, which means you can post on both platforms and save yourself time. But what a lot of people don't realise is with the right tools, you can actually post to multiple platforms, including things like TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn. You could post to Twitter, which is now X, and Pinterest. So there's lots of opportunities there for you. So why it's so important to schedule your social media? It avoids that last minute panic of what do I post today? It creates a more strategic plan, so you're visible and you're actually directing people to book your classes. And it frees you up time to focus on either running your holiday clubs or spending time with the family. So tools that are popular and people use. So the first one I'm going to talk to you about is Meta Business Suite. This is a really popular tool and most people have heard of it. It's free and you can schedule around about a month in advance. So it's really good if you're just using Instagram and Facebook and want something that's easy and free to get started. There are other tools like Buffer that you can connect more platforms to. This also offers a free version, but it does have limitations. Then there are things like a full CRM system like Funnel Sketchers, which then has a lead connector, enabling you to post across your socials as well as manage your email marketing. You can build memberships and courses directly through Funnel Sketchers. So that's a good option to look into. And it's a reasonably priced, but they don't have a free version. And my favourite and what I actually use for my own business and for my clients is Metricool. Metricool, you can connect across multiple platforms, including, like I said, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn. They offer a free version. It does limit the number of posts you can do per month, but you can post months in advance. So the beauty of this is if you are planning some posts out this week that would work in the summer holidays as well, you can schedule them now and then you can schedule them for the summer holidays. And that's a week's worth of content already planned throughout the summer. There are other benefits to Metricool as well, like you can duplicate your posts, you can easily move them around in the schedule, you can duplicate them across brands. So if you have more than one business and you have two social media accounts that you're managing, then you can duplicate across the brands as well, which is a brilliant tool. So as I say, there is limitations on how many you can post, but you can post months, you can schedule things months and months in advance, which is a big advantage. If you want to use something like Metricool to schedule like some of your core content and use a free version, you could have like say 20 posts a month, so like 5 posts a week going out all through the summer, and then that just means you just have to pick up the gaps in between and post something either through Meta or just ad hoc post it as and when you need to. A few other tips I'd like to just highlight to you. So most scheduling tools don't have the ability to add music on in the tool. Meta does offer this when you're posting reels, but it's not very quick and easy to do. So if you want to add music to your reels, the best way to do it is to create your video, add your music, then download it and then schedule it. If you want to add carousel posts where you want to have music on, then you would have to do that directly in the platform. There are no scheduling tools compatible with Meta that I am aware of that currently allow you to add music when you're scheduling. And the other tip is to use your laptop. So all of these tools, a majority of the tools, you can have a mobile version and you can schedule things. So if you're out and about and you just want to pop a post on, it's great for that. But if you're doing lots of scheduling in one go and you're scheduling across multiple platforms and you want to change the wording slightly so that on Facebook you're sharing a link, but Instagram you're sharing other details because you can't share clickable links, then I really advise you to use your laptop, because all of these tools and platforms work better on a laptop and give you more functions and abilities than they do on your mobile. The other thing that's a really good thing to do is to batch your content. So if you want to share something every single week, then batch it, share it in a different way. Create all your content in one go, or even if just going through your normal daily life or at your classes, just take a few quick videos, quick photos. Then when you've got time to sit down and actually be creative, you've got your videos and your photos ready to go, and then you can just create your posts. So you don't have to be stuck on the content hamster wheel this summer. With the right tools and a little bit of forward planning, you can take time off and keep your business visible. Remember, scheduling doesn't make you less authentic. It just means you're organised. You're still showing up and you're still serving your audience. You're just doing it in a way that gives you space to breathe. And also, one little myth, it doesn't lower your reach by scheduling your posts. It just means that you're super organised and you stay consistent. And then when you have time to do a live or create something in the moment, you can just do that and you don't feel the pressure. I hope you've enjoyed this episode and thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to this week's episode on Kelly's Tech Lounge. Before you go, if you're a children's activity provider and you're tired of relying solely on social media to fill your classes, I'd love to help. I've created a free guide called Getting Started with Email Marketing, where I walk you through my simple 4-step system to help you build an email list and turn it into bookings. Inside, you'll learn how to ask for permission to stay in touch with parents, set up an email system the easy way, send simple weekly emails, and sell to your list without feeling salesy. You can grab a free copy through the link in the show notes. And if you've enjoyed today's episode, make sure to hit the subscribe, because every week I'll be sharing simple tech tips, practical how-tos, social media advice and mindset shifts to help you grow your children's activity business in the pockets of time around family life. Until next time, keep building your business.